Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Frassix. So exactly 1 month from today that I'm uploading this video onto my channel, Taylor Swift will be embarking on her brand new tour, the ERAS tour, and she will be going to so many cities and hopefully more countries after that later on. I myself will be going to one of those shows in Chicago on June 2nd, and I'm really excited. And if you guys are going to be going to that one, let me know in the comments down below just so we can, link up and, we can just fangirl together. So since we are 1 month out from the start of the tour, I decided to do this Tiermaker thing where I will be ranking Taylor songs from favorite to least favorite to everything in between. If you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, you know that I did a Tiermaker of Taylor songs already back in 2020, but as we all know, she has released a lot of new music since that time. And then I'll be doing a separate Tiermaker where I rank Taylor songs from which songs I think she's gonna be definitely performing to songs that she might be performing to songs that I know that she probably most definitely won't perform. This video might be a little bit longer than the usual video that I do, so if you guys want to jump to a particular section, just jump to the timestamps below as well as in the comments, and yeah, just sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and without further ado, here's my ranking of all of Taylor Swift's songs. You ready for it? Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. I'm really excited just to get into this because I feel like with me being a fan of Taylor's essentially since her first album, well, her first and second album, I feel like this is just like going down memory lane and just to like go through all these songs again. It's really nostalgic for me. And speaking of, I'm pretty sure that some of these rankings are gonna be agreed on and some are definitely not gonna be agreed on. So just please be kind and respectful in the comments because again, these are just my thoughts and opinions and feelings towards these songs. So just please be kind. I found this Tiermaker online and I did change some things so it goes from perfection to bops to great to okay to skip. So yeah, here we go. So we start off with her debut album, which is solely underrated. Tiermaker. Perfection. Probably my favorite song from this album and one of my favorite songs from her in general. Pictures to Burn. It's great, it's definitely a little sassy song. Teardrops on My Guitar. I remember this playing so much on Radio Disney and like on Disney Channel and like the country TV stations and everything. I think that was my first real exposure to Taylor way back when. So that's just crazy to think about. A Place in This World, it's great, it's cool. Cold as You, it's great as well. The Outside, it's okay. Tied Together with a Smile, that is, it's a sad song, Stay Beautiful, cute little bop, cute little bop. Should have Said No, wow, that's a true bop, so savage. Mary's Song, I feel like it's super underrated in my opinion, so I'm probably gonna put it as a bop because it's as good of a storytelling element as Tiermaker and Teardrops on My Guitar. Our Song, a bop. So sassy, I love it. I'm Only Me When I'm You, another song that played continuously on Radio Disney back in the day. And especially during when that last chorus hits, I'm just bouncing around everywhere. Hope she plays that on tour. Invisible, okay, and then A Perfectly Good Heart. I mean, it's okay. Actually, my bad. Anyways, let's go to Fearless, which just includes the regular tracks and then the From the Vault tracks from Fearless and Fearless Taylor's version. So here we go, the title track, Fearless, a bop. So cute, so innocent, 15, a bop, cute, innocent, makes me cry a little bit. Love Story, one of my favorite songs from hers, one of her signature songs, classic, can't get any better than that. Hey Steven, a great song, it's cute, and if you have like a boyfriend or someone named Steven, you can dedicate the song to them. White Horse, such a sad song, deserved that Grammy 100%. You Belong With Me, such a good song as well. I remember this playing not just on Radio Disney, but that song played like everywhere and I absolutely was like, every time it came on I was like, heck yeah. Breathe, it's okay for me, like I don't really like that song that much. Tell Me Why, it's okay. You're not that I hate it, but it could, The Way I Loved You, I absolutely love this song. I loved it before Taylor's version, and then when Taylor's version was released, I always listened to that song, and then I watched The Summer I Turned Pretty because it was featured there, and I absolutely loved it there, and I continuously listened to it, so I love that. Forever and Always, I mean, it's okay. The Best Day, it's great. I love it. It's such a cute way to dedicate that to her mom. Change, it's okay. Jump and Fall, underrated bop. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it. Untouchable, just as good of a bop. It's slower, but I feel like I'm like staring up at the starry sky every time I listen to that. It's so cute. Come In With the Rain. It's more of a skip for me. Superstar, I mean, it's okay. That's a cute song as well, dedicated to Jonas. The Other Side of the Door, it's very spread out, as you can tell with my rankings. Today Was a Fairy Tale, such a bop, such a bop. And now we're getting to the vault tracks. You All Over Me, I prefer the demo version of You All Over Me versus the version that she did release with Maren Morris. I'll put this one as great, but for the demo version I would have put it as a bop or even perfection, honestly. Mr. Perfectly Fine, should have been a single, should have had the treatment that All Too Well had, but it's okay. It's not really okay. You Were Happy, I prefer the demo version of this as well, but I think it's still just as great. That's when, Don't You, I actually really like this song. I listened to this song a lot when it came out on Taylor's version, so I think it's great, it's great. Bye Bye Babe, that's okay as well. Now we're getting into Speak Now, which I am really excited for this re-recording, honestly. I know that the From the Vault tracks for this are gonna be insane. So let's just get into this. Mine, which I remember when this first came out, like on iTunes, like when it was just no other songs from Speak Now, it's just mine, the single. Tried to replicate the success of Love Story, didn't really do that, but it's still just as good of a song. Sparks Fly, I mean, it's just as great of a song. It's very cute. Again, it kind of reminds me of Fearless, the song, in a way. Kind of tried to replicate the success of that, but it's still just as good. Back to December, a bop, very sad bop. Speak Now, it's so sassy. I love it so much. Dear John, my heart hurts. It's so good. One of her best songs ever, which is funny because I didn't like the song at first, but that's just because I didn't understand it. I was too young to understand feelings and emotions and what was happening and who is John. So, but now that I know and I'm older and stuff, now I get it. Mean, this is a song that I liked at first and then I tolerated, and now I'm just like about it, but it's still a good song. I like it. The Story of Us, great, such a great song. So like story, I love it. Enchanted, one of my favorite songs from hers ever, like probably within her top 5 songs for me, honestly. I Want It to Be Played at My Wedding. Like, it's such a cute song. And I loved it before it was a TikTok trend. And fun fact, Enchanted was supposed to be the name of the album before it was changed to Speak Now. If you didn't know that, which I'm pretty sure you already knew that. Never Grow Up. Aw, it's a cute song too, but Better Than Revenge. Feminism flies out the window with this song, you know what? Innocent, I usually skip this one. Don't Hate Me, and same with Haunted, Don't Hate Me. It's a good song, I just have to be like in a very particular mood for those songs. Last Kiss, again, one of my favorite songs from hers in general. Last Kiss I consider to be the OG or the original All Too Well, before All Too Well was a thing, because it just has the emotion, the story, like the storytelling, just everything, and it's still just as sad. Long Live, such a great song, such an anthem for the Swifties. Hours, a cute song, so I think I'll put it as okay. This Was a Movie, I feel like it's super underrated, so I think I'll put that in great. And then it's okay. I don't really listen to the Superman either, so. And now we're getting to my favorite album of all time, my favorite album from Taylor, which is Red, which I think honestly might be my favorite album of all time. Before she, you know, re-released it, before Taylor's version, this was my favorite album from hers, and it still is my favorite album from hers. And don't be surprised if most of these songs are within like perfection or bops, because they are, to me, in my opinion. State of Grace, bop, true bop. Every time, like since fall is my favorite season, as soon as I know fall's coming up, I listen to that song first off, because I was like, this is such a great way to ease myself into the fall spirit, you know, while sipping on my pumpkin spice latte. Red, just as good. I feel like it's a continuation of State of Grace. Like State of Grace and Red, the song, I feel like go hand in hand together. Treacherous, perfection to me. I honestly think that this is one of the more underrated tracks, because just the writing and like the build up, blows my mind. Honestly, it makes me so happy listening to that song. Like so happy, especially during like the bridge part. Makes me feel so live and free. I Knew You Were Trouble. I remember when this was playing on the radio all the time. I remember like this is when like I remember like the music videos being released for this and everything. So I absolutely love that. All Too Well. No ands, if, or buts about it. It was my favorite song of the decade, last decade, in addition to like everyone else saying that it was like their favorite song as well. And it's still my favorite song from Taylor, even after people say that's like overhyped, whatever, blah blah blah. I get it where they're coming from, but it just has a lot of sentimental meaning to me. 22, my anthem when I was 22. I Almost Do. Such a good song, such a good song. I'll put it as a bop. A lot of people like think it's underrated, but I know it's true worth. We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. I remember when that first came out and I didn't like it at all, but then of course I kept on listening to it, and eventually I was like, wee, like it's it's so good. Let's see, Stay, Stay, Stay. Okay, I'll admit this one is okay. I think this is one of the least favorite out of the fandom, and I can see why. Like, I mean, like it doesn't make sense, it's too childish, yeah, but I still think it's a pretty good song compared to like most other people's songs. The Last Time, the OG Exile, before Exile was a thing. So put some respect on The Last Time. Holy Ground, perfection, so good. Like it just makes me want to get up and dance and celebrate. And like the version that she did on BBC, so emotional. That's actually what got me back into the song, because I didn't really like the song before that, and then like once I heard that version I went back to the original version and like I just was hooked. Sad, Beautiful, Tragic. It's sad, beautiful, and tragic of a song, so it's so great. The Lucky One, I remember when this album actually came out back in 2012. I remember The Lucky One being one of the songs that just kept on playing over and over again, so I'll put that as great. Everything Has Changed. It's a pretty song, so I'll give it an okay. Starlight, I feel like it's cute, but I feel like it's not as good as the other songs are. You know, it's the typical poppy song, which I love. Begin Again, so good. I remember when this came out and like a lot of people were commentating on it on the radio when it was being played. So good. Makes me cry. The Moment I Knew. So sad, such a bop. Come Back, Be Here. So good. So I absolutely love that song. Girl at Home, if it was the normal version, it would be great. But since it's Taylor's version, I consider Taylor's version, it's a bop. Ronin, so sad. Ronin, I'll put it as great. Just because it's like, it's so emotional. I remember when that first came out, like when it first came out back in 2012. And then Better Man, this song got me through a lot of stuff when it was re-released as Taylor's version. So this has got to be a perfection to me, honestly. And I'm so glad Taylor re-recorded it. Of course, Little Big Town did great on their version, but still. Nothing New, it's okay. I personally don't really like the song. I love the meaning of the song. It's a cool chill bop, but Babe, I love this song as well. Sugarland, of course, recorded it. I'm glad Taylor re-recorded it. Message in a Bottle, I love this song. At first I didn't like it at all, but then like as I kept on listening to it, like I just kept on vibing to it. I Bet You Think About Me, such a sassy song, perfection, A++. The music video was amazing. Forever Winter, so sad, but such a bop. Run, it's okay. All Too Perfect. Is that even a question? Honestly, one of my favorite songs from hers in general. The genius that she has behind that song and the music video. If you guys haven't seen my reaction to any of those, link down below. And then The Very First Night, which is just as good as Message in a Bottle. I think of that, like Message in a Bottle and Very First Night, as like siblings, because they're just so good and they're very poppy. I love it. And now we are getting into 1989, one of my favorite albums from Taylor's. Actually, 1989 was my favorite album before I went back to Red, and that happened around like 2019 for me. So it's still such an iconic album, so iconic. I can't wait from the vault tracks for this as well. Welcome to New York, such a great song. I actually went to New York a few weeks ago and I actually played that song, and it was so good. Blank Space, iconic, so iconic. Music video, just as iconic. Style, one of my favorite songs from her, and just one of my favorite songs from the past century as well, past decade as well. Century, pretty much. Out of the Woods, perfection. Like I remember like when that came out, like before it was like a music video, before anything, before the album even came out, when it was released as a promotional single. I remember like that song came out, and like before that, of course, there was like Shake It Off, and I was like, okay, she's going from like country to pop, so I was like, okay, I'll respect that. But then this song really, I guess, solidified, and I was like, okay, wow, she's taking this seriously, because like the production, the lyrics, just everything about it was so good. I love it so much. All you had to do was stay. So great. Shake It Off, I didn't really like it when it first came out, not gonna lie, but as I kept on listening to it, it became a Taylor signature. Wish You Would, great song. Bad Blood, great song. Wildest Dreams, it's my favorite music video from her. The cinematography, just the storyline, the old schooliness of it, I love it. This Love, my favorite song from Taylor, like my favorite song from 1989. Which it's a bop, which is funny because I feel like even though Style is my #2 song from 1989, it's in a perfection, while this one's only a bop. But This Love is just so, there's a lot of meaning behind this song to me, and it holds a special place in my heart. How You Get the Girl, great. I Know Places, great. Clean, very therapeutic of a song, great. Wonderland, I think I'll put it as great because it's definitely just as good as the original standard tracks are. You Are in Love, such a sweet song, so sweet. New Romantics, such a bop. I'm glad I definitely got the single treatment, you know, being played on the radio and whatnot. Now we are getting into Reputation, which I feel like Reputation is when I like really solidified myself as like a Swiftie. Of course I was Swiftie before this, but Reputation was just like the nail on the coffin where it's just like, yep, I'm in it for life. Ready for it. When Taylor headlines the halftime show at the Super Bowl, she better open with Ready for It. She better. Endgame. A lot of people don't like this song, but I like it. I remember I loved it when it first came out. I Did Something Bad. Such a great song, such a pop. Take Me to Church, yes. Delicate. Oh, such a great song. I remember this playing all the time on the radio going into 2018. Look What You Made Me Do. I didn't really like the song at first, but it definitely became a bop. So we go, a lot of people don't like this song. I don't get why. It's such a good song. Gorgeous, it's a cute song. Sometimes I don't really play it as often as the other tracks, but it's definitely cute. Now, a song that should have been a single, Getaway Car. Missed Opportunity. One of many. King of My Heart. Such a good song. Dancing with It. A lot of people sleep on Dancing with Their Hands Tied, but I honestly love it a lot. Like, it's one of my favorites, not just from the album, but from her in general. Even with it like stripped down, you know, I still love it, but with this production, I just absolutely, it's just like so like in your face, like dancing with your hands, oh gosh, so good. Dress, very sexual. That's why I cannot, I know a lot of people like this song, but I don't want it. Don't hate me. Do not hate me for that. Do not. Don't judge me. I know I can sense your judginess. Don't. Call You What You Want. Cute song, New Year's Day. Great song. I actually listen to it every New Year's ever since it was released. Now we're getting to Lover, which I credit Lover, the album. I felt like that was the real start of my channel. And I was like, I want to do this. I want to react to things. So I owe basically the foundation of this channel to the Lover album reaction. So if you guys haven't checked that out, you know what to do. Anyways, I Forgot That You Existed. A cute song, cute pop. Cruel Song. A song that should have been a single. It probably would have been a single if it wasn't for 2020. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not, but still would have been iconic. Lover, such a sweet song. I want that to be played at my wedding as well. The Man, it's okay. I like the message, I love the message. Archer, so underrated. Definitely an underrated song for sure. I think he know, such a bop. Miss America, oh yes, so good. Paper Rings, I love that. Cornelia Street, it gets me emotional. And Death by, those two songs, Cornelia and Death, they go side and side together because they just mean a lot to me. London Boy, a lot of people sleep on London Boy, but I love London Boy. It's just so sad. I don't listen to it a lot. False God, slower, sexual, the saxophone, yes please, you need to calm down. I wasn't really that big of a fan of it when it first came out. Still a bop though, I still play it every Pride month. Afterglow, still a good song. It's not, I don't really listen to that at all. Daylight, I think I'll put as great. Next is Folklore, probably my second favorite. You know, Red's my favorite, Folklore is my second favorite. So we have the one. Honestly, all of the, it's gonna be Perfection. Cardigan is the next one, which is 100%. Yes, Perfection for me. The nostalgia that I have with this album, the time that it came out, like the excitement that built up to the release, which was less than 24 hours before the release of the album. Just everything about that time was so magical. Last Great American Dynasty, a bop. Exile, a life-changing song, life-changing. My Tears Ricochet, bop, what a bop. Mirror Ball, so sad, so emotional. There we go. 7, it's a bop as well. August, it's a fan favorite for a reason, and I loved it before it became a fan favorite, before everyone was like, oh yeah, August, and like the general, then This Is Me Trying, it's gotta be a bop. Definitely a bop for me as well. Illicit Affairs, actually it's a bop. It's a bop, it's a sad song, it's a messed up, like mind-boggling song, but I love it. Invisible String, it's a cute song, so I'll give it a great. Mad Woman, great as well. Epiphany, oh, this song just gives me chills every time I listen to it. It's such a haunting, beautiful song. Betty, such a bop. Peace, and then Hoax, and The Lakes. The Lakes, I personally like the version that she released during the 1-year anniversary of Folklore. Now we're getting into Evermore, which a lot of people discredit her, but in all honesty, I feel like that makes it more special. You know, Willow, it's a great song. It's not my favorite, like I like Cardigan a lot more, but it's still good. Champagne Problems, Perfection, I want to scream at the top of my lungs, that bridge. Gold Rush, it's okay, it's great. Yes, Perfection. I listen to it every winter time. Tolerate It, yes, just as good, Perfection. No Body, No Crime, it's a bop. Murder Mystery, bop. Happiness, such an underrated song. Dorothea, cute song. Coney Island, I love that song. Ivy, I don't really like the song Ivy. It's cute, but I don't really like it. Cowboy Like Me, a lot of people hate on this song, but I don't. It's like, it's so chill. It's okay. Marjorie, I like this song, especially like with her grandma singing at the end. Closure, there. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm pretty sure you guys are like screaming at your screens right now. I'm sorry. And now we're getting into her final album so far, which is it's Midnight. First song is Lavender Haze, which the music video was released pretty recently. So, and I love the song. Super chill, reminds me of I Think You Knows a Lot, which is probably why I don't like it as much as I should. Maroon, such a good song as well, great. Anti-Hero, yes, so perfect, so perfect. Snow on the Beat, You're On Your Own, Kid, it's a great song. I love the meaning behind Midnight Rain, yes. I wish she could release a music video for that. Question, it's good, it's great. Vigilante Shit, it's okay, definitely badass. Bejeweled, it's a bop, pretty bop. It's my theme for 2023. Labyrinth, it's okay. Karma, oh gosh, the chokehold that she had on us with Karma and teasing it to us and then laughing when she announced it. It's so funny. Sweet Nothing, it's okay, I like it. Mastermind, The Great, I love The Great War. I personally think the bonus tracks are a little bit better than the the normal tracks. Bigger Than the Whole Sky, Goodbye, 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 I love it. Paris, it's okay. High Fidelity, I don't really listen to Glitch. I used to at first, like the first week, I listened to it a lot, but now I'm just like, eh. Would've, could've, I know it would've, could've, should've is a fan favorite, but for me, it's like, it's cute, but it's not my favorite, unfortunately. Dear Reader, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. And this doesn't have Hits Different, but that would be 100 billion% imperfection. 100% imperfection. And now all we have left are her singles that don't have an album. So Beautiful Ghost. It's an emotional bop. I love that. Birch, both. It's okay. It's an old song. Highway Don't Care. Yes, I can live without you. Country Tailor, Carol. Okay, that's okay. Christmas Tree Farm, Listen to it every Christmas. A classic, modern classic. Crazier was my favorite song from hers for the longest time. It still is. I wanted to be played at my wedding. It's such a cute song. Hannah Montana, Gasoline, the remix, featuring the Haim sisters. I Don't Want to Live Forever with Zayn. Such a great song. Such iconic when it was released. Only the Young. Great song. Renegade. I think that's okay. Safe and Sound. Yes. Yes. When that was released, that was such a different path for her when it was released. I don't really like Eyes Open though. Same with Sweeter Than Fate. And then 201. I feel like a lot of people don't know this song, but it's a bop. There are all my rankings of her songs, which I think 99% sure that these are all her songs. Again, besides hit different, but overall, like this is what I think of it. And I'm pretty sure maybe some of my thought processes or my rankings might be a little bit different than when I first did it, which is just absolutely crazy to think about. But just there's so many songs. Taylor is a mastermind with writing songs and producing songs and releasing her songs. And just even though some things are lower on the tier, doesn't mean I hate it. I don't hate any of her songs. There are some I listen to a lot more and some I listen to a lot less, but I love all her songs and I just cannot wait for the tour because I'm pretty sure she's gonna be performing most of these songs. Which, speaking of, now it's time for me to talk about what songs I think she will be playing in the ERAS tour. Because there are a lot of songs that she could perform, should perform, and would perform. Would've, could've, should've. I tried to make something there, but that didn't work out. Anyways, so I'm gonna be going through these songs again, but instead of me just ranking them on how much I like them, I'm gonna be doing it based on how probable that they will be performed at the ERAS tour. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really did enjoy sharing with you guys my thoughts and predictions and just a little bit of nostalgia with all of Taylor's songs. Again, I'm really excited for my tour date in Chicago in June. So if you guys are going, just let me know in the comments down below as well. And that's pretty much it for me. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all the usual things. Follow my social media accounts just to keep up with everything that I do. And until the next video, the wonder won't stop. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Woo.